Mental health first aid and self-harm. Self-harm is when someone hurts themselves on purpose, usually as a way to deal with a lot of mental pain or stress. Self-harm can look like a lot of different things, like cutting, burning, scratching, hitting, provoking fights or pulling out your hair. The signs and symptoms of self-harm can be different for each person and for each way they hurt themselves. Some common signs and symptoms of self-harm include cuts or bruises on the arms, legs, or other parts of the body, wearing long sleeves or trousers to hide injuries, withdrawing from social activities or isolating themselves. People of any age, gender, or class can hurt themselves. But studies show that teens and young people are more likely to hurt themselves. Teenagers may start hurting themselves because they are going through a lot of changes and feeling a lot of emotions they don't know how to handle. Also, teenagers may face a number of stressors, such as school pressure, problems with peers, and family problems, that can make them feel bad and lead them to hurt themselves. Self-harm can happen to adults as well, and it may be a sign of a deeper mental health issue linked to sadness, anxiety, or post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. If you think someone you know is hurting themselves, it's important to talk to them in a way that doesn't make them feel bad. Some ways to help someone who hurts themselves are to encourage him to talk to a mental health professional, like a therapist or counselor, for help. Making a safe place for them to talk about their thoughts and experiences without being judged. Give them mental support by listening to them without judging them and letting them know they are not alone. Helping them come up with ways to deal with hard feelings and events is a form of coping. Encourage them to make a plan for self-care that includes things that help them relax and feel good, like exercise, meditation, or artistic activities. It's important to remember that self-harm can be a serious problem, and that you may need professional help to deal with any mental health issues that may be causing it. Self-harm can be treated with therapy, medicine, or a mix of the two. People who hurt themselves should also have a support system in place. This could be made up of family, friends, or mental health experts. Mental health first aid training can teach you many different ways to help someone who is hurting themselves. Here are just a few. Encourage the person to get professional help. Self-harm is often a sign of a deeper issue with mental health, like sadness, anxiety, or post-traumatic stress disorder. Getting the person to see a professional can be an important step in figuring out what's going on with them. Offer support that isn't based on judgment. If someone is hurting themselves, it's important not to judge or criticize them. Instead, it's best to show care and understanding. Listen to what they have to say and support them without minimizing or ignoring how they feel. Find the triggers and ways to deal with them. Self-harm is often a way to deal with hard feelings or events. Helping the person figure out their triggers and come up with good ways to deal with them can be a big step towards reducing the urge to hurt themselves. Help them to make a plan for safety. If someone is hurting themselves, it's important to have a plan in place to keep them safe. This could mean finding safe places or people to turn to when you feel stressed and making a plan for how to handle a crisis. Provide resources. People who take a course in mental health first aid can learn about resources and treatment options for people who are dealing with self-harm. This can include details about counseling, support groups, and crisis hotlines. Overall, mental health first aid training can be a great way for people to help someone who is hurting themselves by giving them effective support and help. Mental health first aid can be a big help in getting people to stop this behavior and get the help they need to live healthy, happy lives. It can do this by raising knowledge, giving effective strategies, and reducing stigma. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe. Check out Mental Health and Life for all your training needs.